Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to explore the AI chatbots and how a powerful AI chatbot can boost sales of your business, provide near to perfect customer service, and upsell your incoming traffic. I'm going to walk you through step by step using Voiceflow and Make.com. By the end of this video, you will have all the knowledge you need to build a chatbot with custom knowledge base, Webhook capabilities, and advanced customer interaction features. Why this is important? Amazon, Bank of America, T-Mobile, Tesla, H&M, Pfizer, HubSpot, and many more big companies have already built a customer service chatbot. And now with these resources, you can do that too. So if you're ready, hit that like button below, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. Alright, so today we're going to build an AI chatbot for e-commerce shop called Anon. It's an unusual e-commerce shop that sells different types of clothes, accessories, footwear, and any other apparel. So on this website, we will incorporate a custom knowledge AI chatbot that will have the product base in it. It will also have some frequently asked questions and pre-built information that an incoming customer may ask about delivery terms, about shipping times, and stuff like that. And it will also provide product recommendations based on the customer request. So if a customer wants to see footwear or some shoes, it will search the database, makes a query, and will provide product recommendation. So let's take a look how it works. Alright, once the chatbot is embedded to our website, the chat icon appears on the bottom right corner on the website. If we click to the chat icon, it greets us with a welcome message. We can start a new chat and ask it a question. For example, what are your working times, to see if the chatbot can actually access the knowledge base, because I have pre-uploaded the information of what are the working times of this shop. So it says from Monday to Wednesday, and this is specifically made on purpose, so it's kind of unusual working time, so that to show it actually accessed the knowledge base. Let's ask it to also recommend me some product, recommend me shoes, or let's do footwear to buy. So this chatbot in particular is specific with the fact that it can actually search the database of products and also recommend some products at your disposal. For example, in this case, I asked it to recommend me some shoes, so it provided different examples of, actually 4 examples of different shoes or footwear, and it added some sort of a small description. So blue party wear footwear for men, sneakers in blue, these are blue sneakers for men. Pretty basic one, but here you can see the picture, you can see the price of the shoes, and you can also click couple buttons. So the first one is with the product page, so you can access directly the product page if you have a link, or you can add them to your cart by pressing purchase. This is what the chatbot is capable of, and let's try to build one. Voiceflow.com is an application that helps you to build custom AI chatbots or any different AI chatbots, where you can customize the workflow your chatbot is going to follow whenever he speaks to any kind of lead or incoming client. So let's take a look in more deep how it works. We start here with the welcome message. It has welcome to our store, what kind of product you're looking for. I have also added a couple other examples so that it doesn't ask the same question all the time. And here it listens for an intent. We don't need any answers here. We just listen what customers say, and we set this question to a variable. So here we don't need to answer anything, we just listen what customer says and we define a variable. So in our case, our variable is going to be customer question. It's going to set to last 2 terms. Here we have to use AI to actually classify if the incoming query from a customer is a product recommendation or it's just a usual question from the knowledge base. So basically what it does here, it classifies the query, whether it's a product recommendation or no. If the product recommendation is yes, it goes straight to the next block, and then it has the whole process built in for a product recommendation. If the answer is no, it goes to the AI text, and this is how the prompt actually looks. Here's what the customer has requested. Here's its question. Reply to the question based on the knowledge base. We tick here the knowledge base. So let's go and look how our knowledge base actually looks. Here I have 2 files. The first file I pasted in as a plain text, and this basically includes the general information about my e-commerce shop. So here is the mission statement, providing high quality clothes and footwear, payment methods, shipping policy, return policy, customer service experience, how I wanted to talk to my customers. Then we have the product catalog. So what kind of products we have by different categories and subcategories. And here is an example. For example, we've got the bottom wear, track pants, jeans, shorts. Our bottom wear collection includes comfortable and stylish options for various activities from casual lounging to athletic performance. And we go there about all the categories that we have. And then we have 5 is frequently asked questions. So how can I track my order? Can I change or cancel my order? What should I do if received damaged product? What are the working times? Right? So this is our knowledge base about our e-commerce shop that what a regular user would find on our website anyways. And the second file is a TXT file. It's actually a database of my products in the CSV format, pasted in the TXT format basically here. So what it has the number, ID, title, category, subcategory. And if we refer back to our product database, this is actually how it looks. It's just in CSV format pasted in the text file. So we've got the ID, we've got the title, category, subcategory, average rating, description, product details, picture, actual price, discount, and selling price. So here at the moment, when I ask my AI model to refer to the knowledge base, it's going to read those 2 documents and provide the most relevant answer. So whenever I was asking in my demo about the working times, it actually referred to the question I had in the frequently asked questions. What are the working times of your shop? So, right. So this is the very simple example. If the customer just asks a regular question to incorporate how the model covers the customer queries. However, if we want to do a product recommendation, there is another process going on the back end. So if our AI model classifies the customer request as a product recommendation, so it needs a product recommendation, what happens is from this block, it goes there. And what happens there? Basically, we set the spreadsheet ID. So my spreadsheet or my product database is going to be in the Google Sheets, and each Google Sheet document has its own ID. So our own ID is actually, for every document, is saved right there. So it's after d/ and before /edit. So this is unique spreadsheet ID that I set here. And then we set another variable, sheet ID, and sheet ID can be seen right there. It's actually after the ID equals to, and this number we need to paste it in as value to set this to sheet ID. The reason we need it because we want our system to run a webhook request a little bit later to actually find the right products in the database to suggest. So we need to show whichever sheet they need to use. That's why we're looking for spreadsheet ID and sheet ID. So there we've got the Google spreadsheet query. So this is how main prompt actually look like. So we've got a longer prompt and it consists of the following parts. You're in a Google query, Google Charts query language expert, and you need to write specific queries. Your queries are always valid. So what I provided was the titles of my columns. So I have the category, subcategory, description. I have different categories and I wanted to know what are the categories so it can query it correctly. I provided with subcategories. I give some additional instructions. If there's something not listed, assign a product that is close to what they're looking for. I give it more information on the column, on the structure of my database, and I say that you will always need to select all the fields by starting the query with the select star. And here are a couple of examples that are provided at the very end. So, do you sell any socks? Assistant, select star where E is equal to socks. So basically what it does, it will select all the categories. It will go to E column. In my case, it's subcategory, and it will select just the socks. In that case, it will output the information of all the products that are related to this subcategory and will parse this information and move it further down the process that we have. So let's remove that. Let's move to the next one. Once the query is there, it goes to the next block, and the next block is really kind of an error handling block. So if there is no valid query, it returns back to our knowledge base. If there is query, then we run a webhook request. So this is our connected webhook, and these are the variables that we pass to our workflow in make.com. And the reason we need to do this is because we want to access our database. We can't access the database from the Voiceflow. That's why we incorporate the webhook. So those variables are sent to our webhook. And here, basically, I receive these items, and you can see we've got the query, we've got spreadsheet ID, we've got a sheet ID. Here is the Google Sheets documents, and it has incorporated all the variables that we just sent there. And then we aggregate the result into JSON. And here, let's actually take a look what happens. So this is the input that comes in from the webhook, and this is the output. Basically, the input says select where E is equal to raincoats, and in fact, it finds only one raincoat in the product database. And if we check it there, let's see if we got just one raincoat. Yes, in fact, we have only one raincoat. Then it means the results are correct. It outputs one raincoat. It aggregates this to JSON format, and then it passes to webhook response to return back to our Voiceflow scenario. So what is returned back actually? Let's take a look how the JSON is going to look like. So it has the title, category, subcategory, average rating, description. Basically, it will have all the, or almost all the fields that we need our Voiceflow scenario, and then we can actually work with those fields later on. So this is exactly what happens. It takes the query, finds the right items, and then it parses the response. Basically, whatever products they have, all the kind of categories or columns of that product, pass it through further through the Voiceflow scenario so that we can make a product recommendation. This is, again, failed is another error handling block. If there is a mistake, it says, sorry, something went wrong, please try again. And then we start over and try again. This sometimes can happen, and API calls may fail at some point, so we need to take this into consideration. So the next block is we define variables, and here we use a JavaScript code, which is pretty simple. So what we do here is we define for each product and each column or specification, right? The title, category, subcategory, price, etc. We define the variable here in Voiceflow so that we can use it later in our scenario. So this is what we've done. It takes the variables from the scenario and it basically creates it in the Voiceflow. So then what happens next, we need to display the right amount of products. So if we have returned back 0 products, then it returns back to our knowledge base and replies from the knowledge base. If we return back 1 product, then we're going to show 1 product recommendation, 2 products, 2 product recommendation, 3 products, 3, etc. If we receive 4 products or more than 4 products, we're going to output back just 4 products because we do not want it to go over to a very large scenario or carousel in the chatbot. So we're going to be using just 4 at max. So here it's very simple scenario. We have defined the variable product count in the previous tab with JavaScript code. So we just say if it's 1 or if it's 2, if it's 3 or if it's 4. So if it's 1, 2, 3 or 4, here's another AI response that we provide in addition to a carousel of products that we're going to show. Why we need so? Because we want AI model to actually provide a little bit of additional context to our response. So in that case, we say, hey, here's what customers say. Here's the question. Here's the products it's recommended. So please check if the recommended product is okay. And if it's not okay, tell them that that's the best alternative. Otherwise, provide a little bit more context, provide more details. And this goes the same for 2 products, for 3 products, and for 4 products, respectively. And here is the last step. And basically the last step is the carousel, where we go with a link, we show the product image, we show the product name, and we show the product price display, right? And we can add there some additional fields if we want, but I think for the demonstration purposes, that's totally enough. So we show the carousel, we output the response from our AI model, and if the customer wants to ask for something again, it needs to type, let's start over. And basically the structure here everywhere is the same. So when the process is done, it's time for us to test it on our imaginary shop for closes called Anon. By the way, I have downloaded this shop from a guy called Code with Sadie from the GitHub. I will leave a link down in the description under the video file. So this is the website that doesn't have a chatbot option at the moment. It has different products, different pictures, very nice, but it doesn't have a chatbot. So we have got an HTML code with some assets for the website. Here, it has a lot of code for the website, and we're gonna put our chatbot on that website. So in order to do that, we go to publish. Let's call it e-commerce, and let's go with embed widget. So it provides us with a custom code that we need to put in our website, and I will put it under the just before the closing of the body tag, just because I want the website content to load first, and this would be the last thing basically that's going to load on the website, because it's of a lesser important kind of thing. So it's going to be just below the whole code. So what we need to do now, we need to close the website and open it again. So let me run the website again. All right, once we have embedded our chatbot to our Visual Studio code and on our website, we can actually test it and see how that works. So here we already see a chat icon, and we can see that it greets us with a welcome message. Welcome to our store. How can I assist you today? Let's start a new chat and let's ask it, for example, what are the shipping times on your shop, in your shop? Let's do it like that. Let's see if can access the knowledge base correctly and tell me what is the shipping time. So the standard shipping is 3 to 5 days, express shipping is 1 to 2 days, and it says what is the other options. Let's ask it if they sell any footwear. Do you sell any footwear? Let's see if they can understand this as a recommendation and if they can recommend me a product. So in this case, I can see that it didn't understand this as a recommendation. So let's ask it, let's prompt it to recommend me shoes, or let's prompt it to recommend me a footwear, so that it instantly prompts. I'll probably need to go back and adjust this prompt that we had right there, where we have classification. So this was kind of a basic prompt. I'll probably need to make it a little bit more advanced in order for the model to figure out what is the recommendation when a person asks. So if a person asks about, do you have any shoes, then probably you would need to recommend a product rather than saying, yes, we have a shoe, we have shoes, right? So it recommended a footwear, 4 different examples. It also added a short description. The party wear for men is a stylish and fashionable footwear. This is another one is a comfortable choice for casual wear, etc. So this chatbot is essentially a good option for any website to refer back to the products that you have on your website and recommend those products to your client. So this AI chatbot can be a useful add-on for any e-commerce business, or even just a simple business that have their online presence. If you got a website, you have a lot of incoming traffic to your website, there should be somebody who's sitting on the website to answer customer queries, because customers don't like to search for specific information on your website. They want it usually to be available on the first page at the first try. You're actually saving customers time, providing a better customer service, having your customers more loyal to your brand because they're feeling satisfied because they can quickly find what they want. You can also upsell your clients, providing additional offers. If you're running a sale on your website in your e-commerce shop, or you can provide latest information with your chatbot, you can also upsell the client. So if your client is asking for a footwear or shoes, you can also provide them. Your chatbot can provide them with socks and can simply just answer customer queries. I think this customer chatbot is a must-have for any company, especially e-commerce business, but for any company running an online store or even online website, that will just simplify the process of searching information on the website for any incoming client. And that's a wrap. Today we've covered everything from setting up your AI chatbot using Voiceflow, integrating webhooks with make.com, to making sure your AI chatbot can handle product recommendation and customer requests. Remember, a custom AI chatbot can dramatically improve your website by providing instant, personalized customer service and boosting sales. If you followed along, now you have a powerful tool at your disposal to take your business to the next level. Don't be afraid to experiment and tweak your chatbot to better fit your needs. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more tutorials in the future, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and until next time.